Well, here we are again, another Monday, back in the garden. The sun is still shining. Today and for most of this week, we're going to look at short game. And short game in my book is anything from, a foot or so off the green, and it depends on how far you hit your wedges. To, in a top pro situation, they may hit it 130, 140 yards, hit a wedge. My wedge goes about 120, 125, so you can work your own yardage out accordingly. But we're going to go from sort of the full wedge shot all the way down to a chip and run, or the style that you use for a chip and run. Now, in the past, I've always said to people, if you're in doubt, put the ball back in the stance, put your weight well forward onto your front leg, and put your hands forward and just give it a downward jabby type of strike. That will move the ball onto the green, but it doesn't really give you a particularly consistent short game. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at how I can help you to improve your short game. No matter what standard of golfer you are here, by the way, these rules still apply for you. And one of the things that I like people to recognise is that if you look across the ages of very good short game players, the amount of divot that they take on the whole is quite low. They don't take great big divots. Of course, somebody could go on YouTube and find a Craig Stadler who had a good short game and take a great big clod hopping divot, but generally speaking, the better short game players have more of a grazing approach to their short game, whether they're just off the side of the green or whether they're hitting a 50, 70 yard pitch shot onto the green. I want us to try and have more of that approach. So whether you have a good game, short game, or a bad short game, the first drill today that I want you to try at home, and if you can do this when we get back on the golf course, it will help you, is a drill that helps to get you feeling of how your right shoulder should work more through the golf ball. And all I'm going to ask you to do is take a club in your right hand, so you're going to go quite low down the handle, sort of almost with your thumb on the bottom of the handle. It's not too important what contact you make with the golf ball here, it's about getting a correct feel. So all we're going to do now is you're going to take your left hand, try and get your forearm to be reasonably parallel to the floor. The elbow will be slightly lower than your wrist, but not too much lower. And then hold onto your deltoid here at the top of your shoulder. Now, all I want you to do is to try and avoid your wrist dropping below your elbow. So there's my wrist below my elbow. That can't happen. What we're going to do is we're going to try and make sure that we swing the club and we keep the elbow level or below the wrist. And if you do that, it forces this right shoulder to turn through the ball. It keeps your body higher. And here's a little tip. Next time somebody says to you you hit a bad chip shot because you didn't keep your head down, you watch the best chippers and pitchers in the world. Watch my head against the bushes in the background. As I go through the ball, there's a movement upwards. Of course I watch the ball, but I'm not down here. So, drill number one to improve your short game. Left hand for the right-handers on the top of your shoulder. Get your left elbow just slightly below your wrist here. Now, whatever happens, don't let your wrist drop below your elbow. Don't let your wrist drop below your elbow. It's about turning through the shot. Okay? What that starts to do, and if you watch now, this shallow, low to the ground swing. We're getting away from chop. We're getting much more to graze. If you've got an alignment stick at home, all I want you then to do is, or garden cane will do, is take a normal grip, and then I want you just to feel that pushing along the floor, pushing along the floor, pushing along the floor, pushing along the floor. And that's giving us a wider a wider, shallower movement through the shot. So, we're not going to be bad pitchers or chippers anymore. We're going to start with a new clean sheet of paper. First page, grab your arm, grab your shoulder, elbow, boom, boom, turn, turn. Okay? And then tomorrow we'll talk about the direction the club needs to go, and it'll have an impact on any of you who have the tendency to hit that unmentionable out there to the right hand side. So hope that helps you for today. You can practice in the lounge, you can practice it in the garden. It's less about hitting balls, it's much more about getting the feel of what the right shoulder's doing. Good luck with that. See you tomorrow.